Tonight, we are learning new details in a Grand Island murder as police say the suspect shot a man and later returned to find he was still alive. Steve White is live this evening from the courthouse. Steve, this is why police, they really have called this a heinous crime.
So what we're learning today in court is previously we had learned that the victim was shot and later struck with a baseball bat. Today we learned those involved apparently Googled to see if a crime was committed and Googled if a man could live after being shot before they returned to the scene of the crime. 20-year-old Logan Huntshorse faces 6 felony counts, including murder and robbery. The county attorney had to show probable cause that a crime had been committed. They turned to Grand Island police. The lead investigator took the stand. He said 62-year-old Todd Sherrod talked to Logan Huntshorse in a barn at Fonner Park sometime between 2 and 3 a.m. Huntshorse and 3 of his friends followed behind as Sherrod and Huntshorse went back to Sherrod's tack room, and that's where police found his body hours later.
A single gunshot wound to the abdomen. He observed a spent casing, laying in the room, and he did not observe any firearm in the immediate area. We observed a large, in my opinion, laceration to the back of his head, back of his skull, to the point where his skull bones were actually, it was exposed. We could see that it was fractured pretty severely.
Now, as investigator Collmore described there, the suspects apparently returned to the scene and with that baseball bat. Now, what we've also learned is the police were able to piece together the timeline in large part thanks to video footage. Surveillance cameras not only at Fonner Park, but also at Walmart, a local motel, a gas station, and other locations were able to help them put together the timeline of what happened. Security cameras show them in the several locations, and the return trip back to the track where police say Sherrod was struck with the bat. The investigator says one of the cameras also captured audio where friends of Huntshorse apparently were heard saying something to the effect of Logan just shot somebody. Now, the judge found there is probable cause. That means this will continue on to the district court. The burden there is greater. That's proof beyond a reasonable doubt, as this case now does move to that trial phase. Colleen?
Steve, we thank you for your continuing coverage on this. Also happening today related to that case when Shearer was allegedly shot and later hit with a baseball bat at Fonner Park. Authorities believe someone stole money out of the dying man's pocket. Austin Kelly faces charges of robbery, conspiracy to commit robbery, and 2 counts of accessory to a felony. The teen pleaded not guilty. Police say Kelly stole hundreds of dollars from Shearer. An attorney is attempting to get the 16-year-old released from jail so he can go to school and receive therapy. Attorney Jennifer Carney said she understands the severity of the crime, but says Kelly did not pull the trigger, arguing he was in a bad situation. She says the county jail has to keep him separate from adults, and as a result, he's actually confined 22 hours a day. The judge is giving the attorney a week to come up with a plan. If approved, Kelly would essentially be on house arrest, allowed to continue school, but under strict requirements. The court will consider the request next week.